Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 63 of Krista Knits. This is a knitting and cozy mystery podcast. My name's Tara, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when new content comes out on this channel. So I look a little haggard right now because I have been knitting a gift from my son Justin's teacher. She is definitely knit worthy. I usually don't knit gifts for people because I'm always afraid they're not going to like it, because people around here don't really knit too much where I live. So she was just so wonderful after last year's experience, which was horrible for Justin. He likes school now, where last year he just did not want to go at all. She is a wonderful teacher, wonderful human being. So I really wanted to do something special for her. Little did I know what I was getting myself into. So how it started out was she likes lavender. I'm like, okay. So I asked my friend Kristen for some yarn. Do you have any lavender yarn? And she unfortunately did not. And I wanted to get it done fast because I didn't give her a Christmas present because we were all sick around Christmas. So I wanted to get it done for a teacher appreciation week. Needless to say, it did not happen. It's an end of the year gift now. But, so she had on hand Black Pearl in her Nouveau base, Villabine Yarns. And then I also got Plot Twist from her. I thought these were going to look great together. They do look great together, but this blends into this because in the store it looks like, right now it looks more lavender than anything. But when you're knitting it up, it looks more pink. So then these two blended together. So that was a no. Then we went to Artistic Lily in Blue Lustrous, which I love this colorway. It just pops. It's so beautiful and shiny. I really wish she was still dyeing yarn. And then I did Grim. So this is what it ended up looking like. And because she said she liked lavender and she wears a lot of pastels, I didn't think she was going to like the colors. They are beautiful together. Maybe I'll make something with this color palette. But then I was also thinking, because these two blend so well together, I need two skeins, I think maybe three. I think it's two skeins to make a t-shirt. If I did one row pink, one row Black Pearl, just keep going round, and they would blend together, and it'd be kind of cool effect. I'm kind of tempted to play with that. Because I really don't have any t-shirt quantities. I don't know. But this is definitely a frogged. So then we went on to Holly Dye Yarns, who I know had a lavender because I made the Bronte shawl with her lavender. It's called Miss Air. So this ended up being the final shawl, but I had one more version because my son Justin saw me knitting with the light blue and comes to me. She likes light blue better than lavender, a lot better. She wears that a lot more. I'm like, what? So because he had that, he's got that little seed in my brain, and I kept going, is she going to like this? Is this too little girly? But I love these colorways. I actually ordered another skein of Miss Air because I ended up loving it so much. I might knit myself another shawl of this or another shawl in this color palette. I don't know. But this is Holly Dye Yarns in Miss Air. Holly Dye Yarns in Waltz of the Snowflakes. I'm showing you the wrong side. Sorry about that. And then this is Anzulia Yarns Au Naturel in the Nebula base. So it's sparkly yarn. It's beautiful. It came out so amazing. Again, I designed this shawl, and my version for the sample was in like an orange and brown. I really don't wear those colors. I did it for like a fall box. So I could see me knitting this again. It was so simple to knit. I mean, this takes one day for me to knit this whole part. And then this takes a lot longer down here. But I might wait a while before I knit it because, again, 3 shawls I knit in this colorway. So this is the final product. The second one I did. Oh, this is a bag by A Finch's Nest. And then this is a bag by Robin's Nest. Oh, that's kind of funny. They're both nest bags. But they had this beautiful set for Mother's Day. I fell in love with this. I had to have it. So then I decided to do the main color in the Waltz of the Snowflakes and just switch the purple out for the blue. And I'm knitting this, and I'm like, is she going to like this? Then I tried ripping it out, and I put in a gray. I'm kidding you. So I got rid of the white, and I put in a gray for this. So I ripped it apart one time already. And this is Vienna. This is a beautiful gray. And then I'm knitting it. I'm like, oh, it doesn't pop like the white did. So then I took it apart again and I put the white back in. And then I was just stressing out so much that I had to do Fun of the Sun with my son's school. I went in there and I was like, before you eat lunch, I am so sorry to bother you, but which color would you wear more? She told me this one. Fabulous. Stop knitting this. I am going to use this yarn for another project. I actually had a design. She had some beautiful minis when I bought this yarn, so I'm just going to use it for that or frog this. This is the final shawl. And I also used, what size yarn? No, what size needle? A US 5 3.75 millimeter. And it is a beautiful shawl. I hope to God she likes it. She said she loves these colors, so yeah. It goes with gray, it goes with blue, it goes with white, it goes with lavender. I think it would go with pink too. Even though there's no pink, and I think it would. So I think we're good. I think she's gonna like it. So, yeah, that was a lot. That was a month worth of knitting. That's pretty much all I knit for an entire month, was ripping back this shawl. It's insane. Thank God it is an easy shawl to knit, but my own brain was screwing me up. So that was fun. Okay, I'll deal with you later. I don't want to do it. I'm going to frog the whole thing today. I'm done with this. My next FO is another pattern I'm going to come out. It's basically going to be like a vanilla sock pattern, but it's going to be choose your own adventure vanilla sock pattern. So I'm going to have quite a few cuffs, quite a few heels, and then probably 1 or 2 toes. But this is my favorite cuff. It is a little lacy cuff, so I call this a touch of lace socks. And this sample was Kettle and Hearth fibers in the amber colorway. It did a shawl, so this was like scraps. And then this is a yarn I got at Joann's when they were closing. I'm not sure what the actual yarn is, but it's called Midnight Orchid. I know the colorway. So these are beautiful. I guess whatever the house brand was for sock yarn. It's a little thicker than I usually knit. It feels more like a DK than a fingerling, but it fits when I put it on. And whenever I knit my socks, I knit them in a US 1 2.25 millimeter. So I finished this pair of socks. And then I cast on another sample because I wanted to have a sample of another heel. And then this one is, what bag is this one from? Oh, Stolen Minutes, a Little Mermaid knitting bag. And then this sample is Knit Picks Stroll in Electric Blue. And then this yarn is a yarnable colorway, Neon Graffiti. It's so much fun. And here it is with a slip stitch heel. That was the German short row heel sample. And here's what it looks like. It's so pretty. I cannot wait to be finished with this. I'm not sure who this charm is. I want to say it was Simply Delicious, I think. Simply Irresistible. She no longer makes charms, unfortunately, but she's usually the main person I used to buy charms from. So I forgot what her name is because I haven't bought anything. But she went out, she decided to do something else. But I miss her. She made such beautiful progress keepers. So that's that sample. And I've been knitting on that. Actually, this I did in the whole graduation ceremony for my son's 6th grade moving up ceremony. How crazy is that? I got that much knitting. They would not stop talking. I'm like, people, these kids want to go home. So it was crazy. And they still, this makes no sense. They had the graduation ceremony yesterday. They go for a full day today. Tomorrow they go for 2 hours, which they call a half day. It's not a half day. It's a quarter of a day. 4 hours would be a whole day. I don't understand these school systems. I think they just don't want to feed them lunch on a half day. That's my personal opinion. But so I don't know. I just sent him because I wanted to say goodbye to his friends, I guess. But they really didn't need to go back. It just made no sense. They're not doing anything. Both kids. I don't know. But on the upside, Justin tomorrow can give this to his teacher. And then I got that done. Okay. So I got 3 more FOs. So then this one, I unfortunately did not even sew in the ends, but I did block it. I wish it would have came out a little bit bigger. This is the Shawl Society. I want to see whatever the Shawl Society is now. I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6 right now by Curious Handmade. Usually when I knit her, is this the front? No, this is, wait, where's the front? This is the front. Yes, that's the front. Usually when I knit her shawls, I usually use a US 5, 3.75 millimeter. I don't know why I can't remember that. She usually uses a 6, 4 millimeter. And I think with this one, I should have done a 6. I think it needed to be a little bit bigger. But when I was doing it, the cabling it didn't come out that well. In fact, you can see it's kind of getting lost in this tighter one as it is. So, yeah. But it's still nice. Nice little shawlette. You know, it'll be good for fall. Maybe I'll just tuck in this to make it into like a cowl maybe. And then it'll be good. Tuck in a little bit more. Yeah, that'll look nice. So, it's a cute little cable on the side. Asymmetrical shawl. And the yarn I used, which was funny because I found it, I already had it balled up. And I went through a whole basket. I have a balled up yarn that I've had for years. I went crazy trying to find out what yarn. Thank God Hedgehog Fibers has a really good customer service. I said, is this your yarn? What colorway is it? They said they dye it now a little bit darker, but this was Hedgehog Fibers Opalite. So if you buy it now, it'll be much more pinkish and greenish than the cream color. But it is so pretty. I love this colorway. Definitely going to get a lot of use during the winter and fall on this one. So I loved knitting this. That was fun. I was going to plan on doing every month one of the shawl societies. The last shawl that came out, it was more like an Advent pattern. And I was like, maybe I'll do that in December. So also I was knitting on the present anyway. So I was like, I can wait a little while. This next project is, which one is this one? Sorry, I have the show notes down here. It's been a lot lately, baseball and everything. I'm just like, woo! Wildhourse by Jessica McDonald. This is a beautiful cardigan. Basically, this whole sweater, except for the collar, was knit in Knit Picks Brava 500, the color Peacock. One skein did the whole sweater, except for the collar. I went into the second skein just for the collar. The collar is abnormally large. And honestly, I think I could have done it longer because I think something in the pattern said 8 inches. And when I measured, it was only 7 inches. But I felt like it was getting really, really long because down here, it was only supposed to be 2 inches. And I did 3 inches so I was getting nervous it was going to be too big. And when you tried trying it on with the barber cord, it was pulling. So you couldn't see how it folded, right? So I was like, I don't know. So I just cast it off. I'm going to ask my friends in my knit group to see what they think of it. But I loved this pattern. I should have went up a size needle. I think that was my issue. I think when I did the gauge, it came out fine. But as I knit, I felt like it was very tight feeling. So it still feels like a very tight knit. It's definitely going to be nice and warm for winter. And it fits me. It's just, I don't know if I should have made the collar longer. Now I'm starting to think I should have made it longer. Maybe I should have done 4 inches on the bottom. I don't know. Because I was afraid it was going to not fold. It was going to be too big of a fold in the back. But maybe I'll fix it. I don't know. Right now I just need a break from it. But it's not going to be that hard it's just a garter stitch going up and down. I'm afraid when I try to take it out though, trying to put it back on the needle, it's going to be a lot. But it came out nice. Let me see. See? So I definitely love it. I just, again, not sure if I want to add more. I think I'm going to add more to the color actually now that I'm looking at it. And what I love is look at that beautiful seam right here. I loved that. And I love this detail. It's so pretty. But yeah, what drew me to it was the collar. Because you ever watch Frankie and... It's with Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda on Netflix. Frankie and something. And Jane Fonda always wears this cardigan. And has this big collar. And she's always like, oh, I love it. So that's why I like this. I was like, oh, it has the collar. But I was afraid of it getting too floppy. But I think because I did it in such a tight needle... I think I could add at least another inch, maybe even more. Who knows? And make it more floppy, the collar. But I do love this. And I have a lot more yarn. I have another 2 3/4 of a skein left. So I said I'd probably make another 1 or 2 sweaters from all this yarn. So it's not that big a deal if I put this back on the needles. This was where I stopped last time. Simply Serving, that's who it was. Simply Serving, the Progress Keeper. And this was her little Chewbacca one she made. So I went from here down, both sleeves, and the collar. So, yeah, I think I might take it out and it might be a whip again. It's not that bad to knit. I think I was just tired of knitting it. I was like, okay. And I was getting nervous it was going to flop too much because it was a lot over there. Maybe it would be nice to have a really floppy color. I'm just like, oh. Especially because it's so warm because it's such a tight knit I did it. And I think I would definitely knit this again, but in a larger needle. I used a US 7 and it was 4.5 millimeter. I should have used a US 8. That's what I should have done. And the collar was a US 5. So I definitely think I should have done a 6 and an 8. Next time if I knit this, I'm going to do that. But it's definitely going to be warm. It'll be nice. So good. The last thing I did was I just threw together a little pattern. I'm hoping I'm not, yeah, I dropped Coke all over this because the cup I designed this for was for the Bronx Zoo cup. The old one that they had, thank God they changed it, the top likes to pop off. So, of course, I didn't even get out of the car without the top popping off, and it went all over. It was soaking in Coke. So the backside's all covered in Coke. The side looks good. But so I had this as a way to carry my drink in the park because of, well, my kids don't use a stroller anymore and I hate carrying cups. So this was great. The new cups, the lids are really tight on there. Unfortunately, because I made this for the old cup gets bigger on the top. So I added more chain on here. So if I make another one, I'm going to wash to see if it comes out. If it doesn't, I'll just throw it out. It's not a big deal. It's Knit Picks Dishy. It's in the light gray color. I'm going to say Silver or Dove is the light gray color from Dishy. But it's not that big deal if I throw it out. It took me less than 2 hours to crochet this. I don't even remember what crochet hook I did. I just so fast. It was like, I found out I was going to the zoo the next day. I was like, let me just do this really quick because I don't want to have to carry anything. And it, other than the top of the thing popping off, it worked really well. So I did enjoy this. I might write this pattern up. And as I said, I won't add the extra because that's why it looks so floppy over here because the cup went up like that. The new cup goes straight down, which is fabulous. Most cups do go straight down. They don't increase on the top. So it will be good. But I crocheted this. I just fooled around with it. So that is that for that. I did cast on another shawl because I have been going through my bags to see what I want to use up. And I had a lot of skeins of yarn in bags just sitting there. I have a whole basket full. I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that yarn. And I don't use it. So now I did finally cast this on. This is actually one of the first yarns I ever bought, I would say. It's from Nora Jones yarn. She knows it doesn't dye anymore, unfortunately. And it's their Tutti Frutti shawl set. It was for the Stracciatella by Madeline Windsor. This shawl is so cute. I don't even know. I call it the pinwheel. It's like 5 sections and it like makes this beautiful pinwheel. I am almost done with the 3rd section. Honestly, if I didn't have to knit that shawl, I would have been done with this. Probably. I'm probably, now that I'm done with it, I'll be knitting on this like crazy and I will be finished with it by next time I show you anything. It's so pretty. She doesn't have a different name for each of these colors, so she just called it the Tutti Frutti shawl set. She had another one. I think it was the strawberry shawl set. I loved this one. It's been sitting there for years. And then this is a little thing that Kristen made me, which I love. I got to ask her how she makes this because I would love to make some more of these and make some earrings in this. She did make me a set of earrings with this beautiful pattern. I forgot what she said it was. I want to get into beading again. I usually just do straightforward beading, but she's taught me that there's a way to do with needles. It's so cool. So I want to learn how to do that soon. Maybe in the fall, I'll pick it up when the kids go back. And it is in, again, I don't know, this really cool Bridgerton bag, which matches the yarn perfectly. And I used a US 5 3.75 needle in Signature Needle Arts. I'm so excited. Shaiku is bringing them back. I just hope they don't mess it up because they're changing the cord to be the Chiagu cord, which, yes, I like that it's only going to be 2 size cords. It says every size needle having a cord, but the problem is I have the old needles. That's why I don't use them that much, because I'm afraid the cord's breaking, which I did break 2 cords since they went out of business. So I wish they would come out with a way to adapt the old needles to the new cords so you could buy new cords too. They should, hopefully they will. I don't know. I will bug them until they do. But it's so pretty, the shawl. I'm so excited. And I'm glad, because that's like old thing I bought. So that is wonderful coming out of stash, the pattern and the yarn. Now, the next project I'm almost done with is in my Hohi Locatelli bag, which is my favorite sweater bag in the whole entire world. This is called the Gray Space by Tiff Nealon. I am using Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in Icicle Heather and Forge Heather. I actually have so much Forge Heather. I think I bought another sweater quantity and I have a lot left over from this, that I'm gonna make another sweater. I think Salty Air sweater I'm gonna make with it. So I'll be casting that on soon too, once I'm done with this. I'm hoping to God this fits me. I don't know. She used so many different needles. It was so hard to keep track of. When I was knitting the body, she made you go up a needle when you did the body, and I went down needle size for every single one. This looked so loose. It fits me, the sweater. So I know it fits me. This part I'm a little worried about with the neckline, if it's going to drive me crazy or not. But we will see if I'm doing correctly on everything. I think this, I'm almost ready to change the color to the sleeve back to this color and fade it into the collar. I think I have to somehow, because my arms are really big, so I don't do too many decreases. So I think I did some decreases in this to try to, yeah, right here I started decreasing. I got to figure out, I think I wrote in my notes what I did. I think it was every 5 I decreased from there. So the top I left big, and now I'm decreasing, but I'm gonna have to decrease rapidly when you go to the next color. But I don't want it to be a balloon, because I know it's like that much in the next color. So I want a balloon here, and then that looks a little weird. In fact, I was a little worried about this one. This took a couple of trial and errors to get the decrease right, because this is a big cuff too. So we will see. I ended up knitting this with a US 8 5mm for the top, and then the bottom is a US 10 6mm. I think she was up to 11 in it. So for the body, and it was getting really loose on the 10.5 when I was doing it. So it, as I said, it fits me. When it blocks, it's going to fit beautifully. So this might be a little big on me. I don't know, but we will find out. Other than she had so many needle sizes. I was like, what the heck? I think it's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say she had 4 or 5 needle sizes you had to play with in this pattern. That's the only thing I did not enjoy. And then it doesn't tell you which one to do. She'd be like, oh, the smaller one. Oh, this one. And I'm like, what size is the smaller one? Like, what is it? So it was getting very confusing after a while. But I am going to, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy the final product. Oh, God, this is a mess. Look at that. And I was knitting this at baseball, but now I'm no longer knitting at baseball because I'm on the sleeve. I usually do the sleeves at home. So then I cast on this sweater, so I would have something to knit for baseball. And yeah, I didn't get too far on this. Now the Hohi Locatelli sweater bag. She's the only one I use for sweaters usually. And then Knit Picks, their tote bag. But this is some discount yarn I got at Knit Picks that was on sale for Halloween. It's Plume in, well, the color's Plume in the Gloss DK. It's so pretty. And I am doing the pattern. I don't even know how to even pronounce this. Ilha by Orlane Sakuchi. Okay, I'm going to spell it out for you. It's also in the patterns in the show notes, okay? So if you want to hit it, it's a really pretty pattern. Basically, there's cables and lace up here, and then the bottom's all stockinette. That's what I wanted to get to for baseball. I usually try to make a fancy yoke, and then the bottom's all stockinette, so when I'm doing baseball, I can knit it. I never got to it because I was knitting on that shawl so much. Luckily, that was stockinette, so I was able to do that at baseball games. But it is really pretty. And that's, I think you can see it, right? It's such a dark color. It's hard to see. It's really pretty. Hopefully when I get more into the yoke, you can see it better. I'm going to spell it. ILHA is the name of the pattern. Then Orlane, SUCCHE is her name. So again, ILHA. It's a really pretty pattern. I am using US 7 4.5 millimeters. Again, signature needle arcs. I got so excited from the announcement from Chaigu. I started using my signature needle arcs, and then I read that they're changing the cord. I'm like, no. So now I'm a little nervous about using them again. We will see. But that is it for the knitting. Yay. I'm so sad. I know, it's insane. I really went crazy with it. But I haven't done a lot. I think I might have done a little bit of work on my blankets, but not much. I was doing a lot at one point, and then because I was so focused on this shawl, I stopped doing it. So I got to go back to finishing it. I am down to 31 projects though. I think I started the year at 37, then I went up to 42, and now I'm at 31. And I know the shawl and that sweater are going to get done. So I'm going to be in the 20s. And the socks. Socks will get done too. So that's fabulous. As long as I don't cast on another sock. I am casting another sweater, so that might cancel it out. We're hoping to get into the 20s or teens by the end of the year. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah. All right, let me get to my cozy mysteries. Because I have read a lot. I found out I definitely read more in the spring because I can sit outside and summer than I do during the winter. Because inside the house, it's impossible to read. So let's start with the one I have in the book. So it's A Deadly Scoop by Abby Collette. This I had to read for the Cozy Mystery Club. You see, it's got a little face and sprinkles on there. It's blowing out. I don't know why. Can't really see it. It's a cute cover. I really liked this book. I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was one of those, those cheap cozy mysteries that you get for free, or you did have to pay for this, but the cover made me feel like that. But it ended up being really good. I love the family dynamic in the book. She's opening an ice cream shop that was originally her grandparents' ice cream shop, and then the aunt took over when the grandmother died, and she made it into like a kitschy type of 7-Eleven shop that they had ice cream. So she went back to making real ice cream, homemade. And she stumbles upon a body, which is kind of funny because at one point she was trying to make ice cream from snow. And I'm just like, you're going to sell that? The germs? So that freaked me out. That's how she found the body. She was going down the hill and by the river to get the snow because the snow was cleaner there. And I'm still like, yeah, it's snow. It's not clean. I don't care where you're getting it. It's not clean unless you have maybe a box and you have the snow fall into the box. Then you know it's clean. I'm not going to buy a stream to get this ice to make snow. Ice cream. It's not. Not my type of thing. But it ended up being a really good book. I like the best friend. I love the family aspect. She was a little too much the obsession about I have to make this work. They could have chilled out on that. I did buy the second book, and I haven't had a chance to start it, but I did read the second book and buy it. I recommend that one. Then the book for the May Cozy Mystery is going to be... No, wait, what month are we in? Oh my God, I am so tired. We are in June. Oh my God. So that was May. This is June. I love this series. I read this last year. I have to reread it now. But it's The Murder at the Beacon Bake Shop by Darcy Hannah. I love her books. It's another series I read by her. It's phenomenal. This is a Beacon Bake Shop mystery. So I haven't read this one a second time, but I remember I loved it. I just don't remember the murder or anything, but I remember the actual plot that she she broke up with her fiance, he cheated on her, she bought this place that she's made a bake shop into the lighthouse is haunted, and then the fiance with the girlfriend show up on her opening day and cause all kinds of hell going on. So I really enjoyed this book, and I'm going to enjoy reading it a second time, I know it. So then I read I'm going to say this is the 4th in the series. So this is Murder at the Blueberry Festival. I love the town. I love the characters in it. This one They're having a blueberry festival, obviously, and it's really funny because they find a Viking ship and the guy is dressed as a Viking and he died on the ship. And there's a goat which they bedazzle to become a unicorn. So it's the best friend is insane in this thing. And basically all these crazy things keep happening at the blueberry festival. And it mimics something that happened when the blueberry festival first opened. It was such a good mystery. And what I like about these mysteries is that there's sometimes a second plot to them, which I enjoy. So that was really good. And then this one I just finished. It's Murder at the Pumpkin Pageant, which was cute because they keep because they know the lighthouse is haunted. So kids keep hanging stuff in the woods by her house, freaking her out. And then her friend was like, oh, we're going to do a ghost seance and we have ghost hunters come and it's going to be a live stream. And they end up finding a dead body. Of course, like that wasn't going to happen. And that was cute too. And I love her dog. The dog is so much fun, Welly. And I enjoy the series. And I'm going to probably be going on to what was I saying? This is the 4th, 5th, the 6th book in the series. I think there's 3 more. I know I'm going to finish it by the end of the summer. I love the series. The next one, this was another great family one that the family is crazy. I enjoyed it so much. By Holis, The Chowder House Murder. It is a down east Maine mystery. And that is just, it sounds like the down south. This family has so much stuff, but it's in Maine. It is a fabulous book. This family is crazy. I enjoyed it so much. The mother is straight-laced. She is the chief of police. The grandmother is the monarch of the family. She runs the town. The family's been there for years. There's family feuds going on in the town. There is a subplot there's 2 subplots, I think, to the story, to the murder. It was crazy. The granddaughter is like the grandmother. She's going to solve the mystery. There's 3 sons. Oh, the grandmother has 3 sons who are all different and all crazy. One's a straight-laced lawyer. One's crazy cavalier. He's getting engaged to this woman who is clearly out for the money and the family prestige. And then there's a gay uncle. So it is a fun book. The story was fascinating. I just loved how they had things from the past mixing in with the murder mystery. I enjoyed it so much. Basically, she finds someone that was in the town murdered at her restaurant that she works at. And because it's an old family feud / friend, they decide to get involved to solve the murder. I love it when there's more than one mystery in the book. And that's what this had. And I can't wait for the next one. This one is A Poisonous Pour by Maddue. It's a C.C. Barton mystery. I usually do like this series a lot. This one just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know why. I couldn't get into it. I felt like she was looking for a murder mystery. Like, oh, this person's acting like that. Oh, they must be doing something. It was just like, what? Like, she's at a car show, and they were into a lot of things about cars, which I'm not into. And she's serving wine, and I don't really drink. So I was like, I had a lot of things that were just not, I was not feeling it. And she's obsessed with twins. She's a twin. So there's a lot of twins in the book. And it's like, where are you living that they have so many twins? Like, I maybe know 2 or 3 twins out of my whole life. And every time you turn around, there's another set of twins. And she just felt like she was looking for something when there wasn't something. There was no real connection to the murder mystery. And the woman died at the car show. She didn't even know her. She was like, oh, you're suspicious. I just could not get into this, unfortunately. The first one I really liked. The second one was, It's going downhill for me, the series. Maybe I'll read one more and then we'll see. But I don't know. I was really disappointed in this one. I don't know. So usually I like Cozy Mysteries. That one I just couldn't get into. This is another new series. Well, not really new series. There's 3 in the series right now. One's coming out soon. And I love Darryl Wood Gerber. She makes amazing books. This Murder on the Page. It is a literary dining mystery. This was cute. I liked this one a lot. She, basically, this girl, she moved back to town. She's best friends with a woman that owns a book. Oh, she works in the bookshop. Her aunt owns it. They're filthy rich, the family. They don't really need to work. and that they work. And the aunt dies, and they have to figure out who killed the aunt, because everyone loves the aunt. And then you find out all this stuff from the town and everything. It was a really great story. I like that they brought in mysteries from the past again. And you find out a lot about her the best friend's family and everything. And they kind of like adopt her. And she has a really annoying sister that I just want to smack. And then ends up that she really hates the best friend, who's the main character in the book. And then she ends up that not really like, you know, becoming friends or not, but like bearing the hatchet, I guess you could say. And the next book, they're going to work together, which I thought was kind of interesting. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to end up. But this was a really great story, too. I definitely enjoyed it, and we'll be reading the rest of the series on that one. And then, of course, my favorite books. Krista Davis, my favorite cozy mystery author. I'm unfortunately only up to page 34 in this. But again, love it. She's hosting a party. The dead body has not dropped yet, but this came out recently. The Diva hosts a murder. It's a domestic diva mystery. Favorite series of all time. Can't say enough. Any book by Krista Davis, go, run to the bookstore, get. She is amazing. Her characters are fun. They're the Scooby Gang. This is what they're the Scooby Gang. It's just so awesome. And she's hosting a lot of people at her house, and she thinks this her new uncle is cheating on her aunt. And there's this crazy old woman that lives down the street who had like 4 husbands. So I think the uncle's the one that's going to get murdered. I don't know, but I am definitely enjoying this book. It's a lot of fun. Try anything from the series. The Domestic Diva. What's the first? Oh no, this isn't the first one. It was by another publishing. I think it was by Burton Publishing. It's now by Kensington. The first one. But there's another series called The Pen and Ink Mysteries by Kensington. That was another great series. I don't know why they stopped it. They only had 4 books in the series, and I still wanted to find out what happened. But again, anything from her, get. You will not be disappointed. But that is all. As I said, I'm reading this one. That is all I've read. That's all I've knit. Hopefully I'll have a lot more knitting content next time. I want to say I'm going to podcast during the summer because the kids are home. I'm not too sure. We will see. It would be nice if I could do what I want to do. Maybe my husband will take the kids for a day and I could podcast. I would love to. But if not, I will see you at the end of the summer. But just hit like and subscribe so you know when new content comes out here. Because I don't really have a recording schedule because my family is crazy and I'm constantly running after them. So I don't really have a lot of me time. I don't understand how anyone has me time when they have kids. I don't know if I just do more for my kids or not. I don't know. But, you know, like and subscribe so you can find out when I'm doing this. And also follow me on Instagram at Crystal T Knits. And then I'm Crystal T Cozy Mysteries for the Cozy Mysteries. So follow those 2 channels and I will have an announcement when I do the next podcast. But thank you so much for viewing. Hope you guys have a great summer. Again, I'm hoping I come back in July. We will see. But bye everyone. Like and subscribe.